up, guys? This is Boss Lady from Classic Glamour Dolls.
And your boy, Crispy Taco. What's up?
And guess what? We have a radio show. So if you're in the IE, be sure to listen in to 10:50 a.m.
And if you're not in the IE, you guys can check us out on Ustream, www.kcaaradio.com. Left-hand side, Ustream. Click on it and you watch us live.
If you're an artist, a band, or have an inspirational story, be sure to send it in. info@classicglamordolls.com. Thank you for your support. Lisa Love and talented artist Julian Mendoza.
Yes.
We play what the listeners want to hear. Like it, be sure to request it on our Facebook page, CGD Live Radio Show. You can also watch us live on Ustream on kcaaradio.com right now, or on our new website, cgdradio.com. Up next, Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke. 10:50 a.m. with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show, brought to you by Danny Alcaraz Production and Manny Martinez of M&M Records. Boss Lady, Crispy Taco, and Jackie on the mic. Say what's up, people.
Hi, everyone.
What's up, CGD Live Radio? Right now on the radio, if you're in the Inland Empire, you can also watch us live on Ustream, kcaaradio.com, and on our new website, www.cgdradio.com.
Also, please make sure to check out the Classic Glamour Dolls website at www.classicglamordolls.com.
And if you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube, which you should be, check us out on Facebook. We're under CGD Live Radio Show. Instagram, we have a few, but the main one for the radio show is CGD_Live Radio. Twitter, same thing. And YouTube, our Classic Glamour Dolls channel.
And our individual Instagrams. Let's start. Crispy, which one's yours?
Mine is CGD_Crispy Taco, or you can just look up the hashtag Crispy Taco. You'll see a lot of pictures of me or a lot of pictures of tacos.
And mine is CGD_Boss Lady, or hashtag Follow the Red Rose.
Mine is a bit complicated. It's it's Miss Jacqueline with 3 J's, but I'll spell it out: MSJJJACQUELINE.
I know, I couldn't find you last time. And daily, I get emails sent that people want to come on the radio. So if you want your music played on the radio, or you have an inspirational story, contact us at info@classicglamordolls.com.
Yes, also let us know what city or state you're listening in from. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll shout you out. Just let us know.
And really quick, every Sunday I put up a post. Want us to promote your business? Do you have a fundraiser, an event soon? Post here. And you can listen to it on the radio. So we have Renee Cedillo, Alley Cat Girl Pinup Car Wash, Sunday, August 18th at Alley Cat Store in Riverside, 3375 Iowa Avenue, Riverside, California. That's the address. Elizabeth Aguayo. She says, Rockabilly Mafia Dolls, Inland Empire will be having our first meeting on Friday, August 9th at Chevy's Fresh Mix, 4551 Mill Circle, Ontario, California at 7 p.m. Mi Vida Sweets. Cakes and cupcakes serving all Orange County and some of LA County. Find me on Facebook. Arlene Magañez, www.rpwbbq.com. Barbecue. Strap Photography. From weddings, maternity, pinup, and life events, photographer covering all photo needs. Strapphotos.com. And Eva Espinosa. Big shout out to her. She does my jewelry. She does August 25th, 2013, 5th annual benefit. And we're going to be posting that flyer up on our website, Facebook, so you guys can see like all information about that. And the last one, Julia Wendy Diaz Salon Teas. Look her up on Facebook. And we'll be saying more throughout the show. I want to go ahead and go to the next song.
Look at this sexy ass pinup doll right here.
Close your eyes, let the music take you high.
KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls live radio show. Boss Lady Crispy Taco and Jackie on the mic. And if you like it, you know the drill. Keep requesting it on our Facebook page, CGD Live Radio Show. And I'm so excited about the next couple that we have on right now. Pinup, Lisa Love, but not just a pinup. We're going to find out a lot about her today. I mean, from mother to basically entrepreneur, too.
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm giving her the credit. I'm giving her the credit. And her talented husband, Julian Mendoza, which he does a lot too. So we're totally going to get more into, what they both do, and definitely an inspiring couple. So I want to have Jackie maybe perhaps read a little bit about Lisa Love.
Yes, definitely. Lisa Love, she's known for her classic look and impeccable style. She prides herself on being a positive influence on the modern pinup and rockabilly movement. Her pinup images combine glamour and intrigue with a healthy dose of wholesome sex appeal. A Texas-born blend of Native American and Spanish blood, Miss Love often pulls inspiration from her cultural background. Many of her most powerful images, such as La Soldadera, which I have a picture back here of, everyone can see on Ustream. The Queen of Aztecs and Day of the Dead serve as tributes to her rich heritage. Lisa Love is a dedicated wife, proud mother, and an enthusiastic collector of vintage clothing and costumes. You can visit her website at www.lisalove.com.
Beautiful. And now Julian Mendoza.
Yes, he has an awesome, interesting bio, just like Lisa Love, but there's a lot. I just want to cut some pointers on here. Julian Mendoza is a native of Southern California. For the last 20 years, Mendoza has been facilitating life management classes. Mendoza is a veteran of the subculture of Los Angeles in which gangs thrive. Mendoza has run an intensive program in the prisons, jails, and probation camps in and around the Los Angeles County area. Mendoza takes these young men through a journey of self-awareness. Having gone through a similar program himself many years ago, Mendoza credits the program for helping him make a much-needed positive change in his life. I want to get more into that in the show, so I won't read too much into it. A lot of you guys know him also for his amazing artwork, just like this one that I'm holding right here. His original art are all done by hand with a combination of ink and paint. Using the mixed medium, I get the result I want and the feeling that comes along with handmade art. When it comes to his art, Mendoza says, this is not just what I do, this is who I am. These paintings come from my heart, not just my hand. And we were talking about that earlier. We love how
when I was reading it, I was like, oh, that's nice. But definitely, if you're listening to us right now on the radio on 1050 AM, please tune in to our Ustream on kcaradio.com. Left-hand corner, click on Ustream so you can see how beautiful Lisa Love looks here.
Definitely, she is.
Please, she has some awesome jewelry. Where did you get it again?
Thank you. I bought it on Facebook, believe it or not. I'm part of a vintage swap and sell, and they posted it up there. Yeah, it's from the 40s. Original
roses.
From the 40s. It's beautiful. And when I saw it, I had to buy the whole lot, which had 4 different colors. So I was like, I'll take them all. Yeah.
So please, I mean, obviously we already read a little bit about your bio, so we'll start with you.
Okay.
A little bit with you, then a little bit with Julian, then a little bit about the power couple that you guys are. But
thank you.
Right now, a little bit about you. So talk to us a little bit about
my paper dolls?
Yes.
I am so excited about this project, and it could not have been done without the amazing artwork of Natalie Ratner. She's a Canadian pinup artist, and I had seen her stuff on Facebook and just absolutely fell in love with her. And working with her through this was just a dream. See, she is such a sweetheart, and she's the one who illustrated this whole book. She illustrated the dolls, all the clothing, everything by hand, which is just so amazing. So I had always thought, I'd always loved paper dolls. I played with paper dolls when I was younger, and a lot of times I get the reference when people do meet me in person, oh, you look like a doll, you look like a doll, which is so sweet. And so it just came to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, we need to have Lisa Love paper dolls.
You got a good thing.
Yes.
Because it's something great to market that nobody has right now.
Exactly. And I wanted to bring back the paper dolls, you know, from the past, and have people actually take the time to cut out the outfits and play with them and change her, because, you know, she has to be changed 3 times a day. There's no doubt. She has to wear a different outfit at least 3 times a day, and she comes with this beautiful changing screen that you can take the doll behind and change her, and it's so great. And some of the outfits are actually from my vintage wardrobe collection, so that makes it even more exciting.
Oh, wow,
yes,
really?
yes,
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
yes. It's very exciting.
I mean, you cut them, so it's like the original back in the day paper dolls. So.
And I made sure, you know, I didn't skimp on the book when printing it. Everything's very, very, very heavy cardstock and nicely designed. So there's 2 dolls because you have to have one to play with your friend. You have to have one for your friend, and then there's just a whole bunch of beautiful clothing. A lot of it, you know, influenced by my heritage, you know, just like my modeling, and it's just really exciting. And I encourage people with little girls to bring this back, you know, get this for them, bring it back, and sit down at the table and play with your little girl.
And really quick before we go to the next song,
Yes.
where can they get that?
If you go to lisalove.com and click on merchandise, it's right there.
Beautiful. Up.
It's critical. Ain't nothing like summertime in sunny California, baby. It's summer once again. Let's go party tonight with some family and some friends. And we can do this all day and night. It don't matter, we gon' still take flight. It's summertime in California, baby. 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 This is your invitation, party with me, this is a celebration. Look around, ain't nobody hating, and if they do, we stay fly like a spaceship. We go hard like Patron with a chase. I need you on my side like a Motorola pager. See me right now, not later. Take it to the moon, we can overlook haters. I'm all about you, all flavors. You shine like street nights Vegas. I grind on the street lights daily. You hold me down, that's crazy. Everything about you amazing. Drop the top down, let it bump now. Close your eyes, visualize the whole crowd. Wow, California, lights up. It's summer once again. Let's go party tonight with some family and some friends. And we can do this all day and night. It don't matter, we gon' still take flight. It's summertime in California, baby. 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 She the type of girl you take home to mom. Sip a little wine with a little pet rhyme. Grown man swag, caviar. Jump into the car, ride like movie stars. Who we are? We movie stars. We shooting stars. Happy out of bars like Blake Griff Kia cars. Stay on point like a lit cigar. Back to the scene, big city of dreams. Let's take a trip down to SD. Can't forget my Latin ladies. SD as you girls are crazy. Party with me, drinks are free. Close your eyes, you rockin' VIP. Perfect weather down in Mission Beach. Once you start, the beach party starts. It's summer once again. Let's go party tonight with some family and some friends. And we can do this all day and night. It don't matter, we gon' still take flight. It's summertime in California, baby. It's summertime in California, baby. It's summertime in California, baby. It's summertime in California, baby.
Dolls Live Radio Show. Boss Lady, Crispy Taco, and Jackie on the mic. If you like it, you know the drill. Keep requesting in our Facebook page, CGD Live Radio Show. And back with the couple, Lisa Love and Julian Mendoza. We were talking to Lisa Love about her paper doll book. And obviously, you can get it on her website, which is lisalove.com, correct?
Yes, nice and easy.
There you go, lisalove.com. And very affordable. Honestly, I checked the book out because I've seen it. I've seen the cover of it. And it makes a great gift, guys. Definitely, if there's any stores watching right now, too, she's not on any stores yet. So definitely this is a good product to have because it makes a great gift.
Actually, you know what? It is at Endless Indulgence. It's a vintage shop in Utah.
Oh, in Utah.
And so, yeah, actually, they do have it there. And come to think of it, now that you mention it, it's somewhere overseas. Someone bought a wholesale.
Well, it needs to get out there more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if there's anyone listening, contact her at lisalove.com.
Yeah.
So you have more plans with the book, correct?
Yes. I've talked to Natalie because without her, it can't go any further. And we talked about possibly having a supplement page where people can buy just a page of wardrobe because Lisa Love cannot have too much wardrobe, right? So we were thinking about maybe having something where Lisa Love goes to Hawaii or something like that, and some tropical outfits, maybe some vintage Shaheens or something like that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so we may be adding to the wardrobe.
That's awesome. This is something that can just continue making limited editions, girl.
Exactly.
And now giving attention to Julian here.
Yes, my love.
Yeah, she keeps expressing how much she loves you. We're gonna make a flash on the radio.
I know. Just when you thought he didn't smile, did you guys see that?
But this is so beautiful. I remember when you guys had first met, and then I saw you guys together, I mean, you're seeing each other from far at the Viva. I remember it was in the Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I was like, what a pretty couple. Like, knowing him and then knowing you, it's like together.
Then you know how lucky I am.
Yeah.
Me too.
Both of you, beautiful couple. But more than anything, like what we were talking before, when two couples, when two people that do their own thing join together, it can make a powerful couple, and it's like the power couple that, and you guys definitely have plans together, especially with what you do. I was reading, part of the bio where you go and talk in jails, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, I got into doing that probably about 22 years ago. Went through a program myself, and now I go back into prisons and jails and work with young men that are maybe their life is a little unmanageable or they're making poor decisions on a daily basis, and I do a circle, like a healing circle, try to help these young men find out where their decisions are coming from, and it's helped me stay on the road that I'm at, and it's helped other people too. And since then, I started working with minors at probation camps, and I'm currently doing the same program for Downey Unified School District. They have me part of the curriculum, and I teach 4 circles there, taking everybody in all the population. It's elective that they could take, and they take it because they think they found out that, or they're at least open to the fact that self-esteem has a lot to do with their grades, and we work on that a lot in our circles.
I think you should definitely, your next step should, just a thought, write a book too.
Yeah, people have said that, and I wrote the curriculum that I actually teach, but it's not like a book, but it's almost like a workbook type of thing. And I'm not much of a writer, and maybe with some help one day, maybe that will be something I'll do.
Because I mean, thinking about it, I mean, you're there already in the jails, and you're there, talking in schools, and it's like that book alone can help out people, that maybe you're not reaching, but they can go get a book or something, that would be totally awesome. I mean, just to get.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's so neat because, he goes and he talks to these teenagers or these high school students, and they want more, and it's so neat to see that they want to learn more, and they want to talk to their families the way they've never talked to their parents before. They want to be more honest. They want to stop doing drugs. They want to. It's so powerful, and I'm so proud of him, for this. So
yeah. And I really appreciate her support. She's been supportive of the philosophy I teach from the beginning. I think that's what kind of made the connection with me and her.
Exactly.
And I think that was a powerful foundation to build on, and she's been really supportive. I try to support her work as much as possible. She's definitely a big support in the work that I do. And whether my art or whatever, either one.
Well, talking about your art, I love your art. I've always followed your art for years. And for those of you guys tuning in, Crispy's going to hold up an artwork. But literally, I mean, I've seen it before, but when I seen it, it was at the Pachikuzutsu store.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, so I saw it there.
Or on T-shirts.
Or on T-shirts,
I've seen it
and
on T-shirts.
postcards, and anything
Yeah.
you could probably think of. But what inspires you to do this artwork? I mean, I know your wife does. Because I've seen some artwork with her in it, and
Yeah.
that's just beautiful. But you know, we were talking because I noticed like a lot of the women like resemble Lisa, like, and I don't know if like that was like before. I was talking to Chris.
Yeah,
and
we
we're
were.
Like, I'm like, that was probably
He
like
found
the
his
vision
girl.
of his dream girl, you know. And boom, Lisa Love, like dream girl, even more. That's
Thank
so cute.
you. I hope my dad's listening because that's what he says.
Yeah,
he
my-
looks around our house and he's like, he's been looking for you for a long time.
Some of my originals, they go back to the 70s and 80s and you know, early 90s. And, you know, I met Lisa 3 years ago, but I think maybe that connection was a little destined. And I think the look was something that I was looking for.
Awesome. Well, we'll get back to this love story.
Yes.
Up next.
Hay un espacio entre él y yo, hay un abismo entre los dos, y me encuentro confundida, cuestionándome a mí misma. Hubo un tiempo en que estuvimos tan unidos en amor, ese tiempo se ha perdido y hoy contigo se encendió. Si él fuera como tú, cariñoso, atentivo, que me quiera de verdad. Si él fuera como tú, tan sencillo, atrevido, tan humilde y natural. Si él fuera como tú. Sé que no debo comparar, causarte culpabilidad. Estoy muy desilusionada, porque sé que él no me ama. Hubo un tiempo en que estuvimos tan unidos en amor, ese tiempo se ha perdido y hoy contigo se encendió. Si él fuera como tú, cariñoso, atentivo, que me quiera de verdad. Si él fuera como tú, tan sencillo, atrevido, tan humilde y natural. Si él fuera, yo sería feliz, como un día lo fui. Volvería a creer, como cree una Hubo un tiempo en que estuvimos tan unidos en amor, ese tiempo se ha perdido y hoy contigo se encendió. Si él fuera como tú, cariñoso, atentivo, que me quiera de verdad. Si él fuera como tú, tan sencillo, atrevido, tan humilde y natural. Si él fuera, si él fuera.
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls Live Radio Show. Boss Lady, Crispy Taco, and Jackie on the mic. If you like it, you know the drill. Keep requesting it on our Facebook page, CGD Live Radio Show. And a shout out. We got a shout out. Somebody who called in. Goldie called in. Shout out to CGD Anna and Crispy and Jackie and Lisa Love. Nice to meet her yesterday.
Oh, how sweet. Oh.
And back with Julian Mendoza here, talking about his inspiration for his artwork. So Crispy's going to hold up the artwork again.
Yes. For those of you just tuning in, you guys have probably seen these in T-shirts, posters. If you go to like the Latino stores in the mall, I know I've seen them there also. I don't know if they should have those at the store, or if they're just prints. And
If you
without your
see them on
authorization.
Venice Boardwalk,
Right?
they shouldn't be there.
So tell us about.
Well, part of my inspiration was I was always one to be into vintage photographs, through family albums and stuff. And since my parents, met during the 40s, and my mother was a beautician during the 40s, a lot of the photographs I used to look at contained all the 40s cars and the 40s clothes and the 40s, for my dad, the zoot suit stuff. So that was where I first was exposed to it. So I started drawing what was familiar to me. And since my dad was, he was grew up in that era of the 40s with the zoot suiters and the cars and all that stuff. And my mom used to fix herself up that way. That was my first exposure. And then I did the different decades. There's some like kind of 50s style, and then I have older sisters that grew up in the 60s, and that's, in the 70s. I even have something honoring the 70s. But mainly a lot of the stuff is from the 30s, from 40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm. Giveaway.
We have some giveaways. We have this. Well, let's start off with the signed, autographed photos or copies, prints of Julian's artwork. We have this one from looks like this one's 40s or 50s, right?
Like 40s
Pachuca with the rose, and then the 60s one also. Next caller, first caller, second caller, call 888-909-1050, signed.
Yeah,
Prince.
that's fine. I guess you guys aren't going to take home a copy because
I got the other one.
you got dibs on that one.
Okay. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM. The station that leaves no listener behind.
Oh, that's mine.
So again, if you're, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So call in 888-909-1050. Julian Mendoza's print, signed print by him, and we have some other stuff on Lisa Love paper doll book. So again, 888-909-1050. But definitely, there's so much I want to talk about, honestly. Like,
There is so much.
It's just like what inspires. I know you both, priorities are priorities.
Yes,
Definitely,
family
family's
first.
priority. But where do you see yourselves?
That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know.
You mean in the future?
As a couple?
As it working as a couple.
Working as a couple individually.
You know what I found in this is part of my teachings, that I no longer look so far into the future because I think it keeps you away from not being in the moment. We celebrate 2 years anniversary, and all we did and all I told her I was going to do is put good days together, and we have good days, and our good days add up to months and eventually years. So my plan, and speaking for myself, is to continue growing with her and taking care of our family and kind of seeing where it goes rather than making any major plans about that. I'm at the stage of my life where if it doesn't get any better than this, I'm good, I was blessed to have her pass through my life, and we held on to each other, So I plan to continue to paint right now. Because of family obligations, painting is not a priority, but I could hardly wait because I'm doing a series on my wife, Lisa, and all the rest of my paintings will probably be of her. They won't just look like her. They will be of her. But she has so many different looks, and she helps me. She's planned to help me promote the circle philosophy, and so if we can continue down that road, we're good. As far as that's where I see.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, I agree with that.
And I think, like you said, her product may develop, and maybe I won't be so underground and let her promote my stuff. And I think that's the biggest change. The biggest change is being open to not be underground, and people let to promote my stuff a little bit more. And she's the one to probably do it for me, and I'm open to that.
Right. He's not a Facebook, Instagram type thing,
Yeah, so that's what I see for the future. And if we could just stay, content and continue to, deal with our kids and grandkids, and that's what we plan to do. They keep our life pretty full.
Yeah.
I think it's really true though, like living the moment. And that's something that was a big eye-opener recently for me. And it's so beautiful what you guys have, and living that moment, living right now. Like both of you guys are on the radio right now as that power couple, and helping each other. And who knows, even though I am a true believer of like reaching your goals and stuff like that, but I'm also a true believer that priorities are priorities, and there's nothing wrong with seeing where you want to be, but at the same time together
to value where you are right now,
helping each other.
And I can see a little bit into the future. I do kind of have aspirations to do more shows. I would love to get his art into powwows. He has amazing, native art that people have not even seen, so it's so exciting.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're looking for, we still have giveaways, 888-909-1050. So we're still, do we have any?
We have 2.
Oh, we have 2. Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
That's good. That's good. All right. So,
hopefully it's not our family members.
we have callers. Big shout out.
One more.
So, but we do have one more.
One more.
If you want to hold it up, La Soldadera right there, 888-909-1050, and it's signed by beautiful pinup Lisa Love.
Thank you.
Pinup, model, mother,
I like what her Instagram says. Occasional model.
It's true. It's true. It's occasional.
I like that.
I know, but
occasional.
It's awesome though. A lot of people look up to both of you. You know that. I mean, obviously because of what you do, and then of what you do. What words do you have for them? We'll start with Lisa.
Well, when it comes to modeling, maybe.
And just life. Obviously people look up to you because of the pinup title,
right?
Because they look at you, oh, how cute! Look at how she dresses, and
right.
Well, you know what? We'll save that because I really want to hear.
Okay, no
your
problem.
Inspiration, because words. It's like somebody could be watching you right now, and I want to be her. I want to be her.
I want to know who her favorite pinup model is.
Okay,
that's what I want to know.
And we have, we have pinup Lisa Love and artist Julian Mendoza. But Jackie wanted to ask a question. Go for it, girl.
Actually, I've always heard that when you meet your soulmate, you just know it. And I'm curious to know, at what moment did you guys just know that you were destined for each other?
I don't know if it was the same for both of us, but I was busy being a single father and not even considering, bringing somebody else into my life. And I was alone for, close to 16 years,
Wow.
And when I mean alone, and I was hopefully healing from some things and developing. But when I did make a connection and we sat down and talked, it was through my artwork that I got to meet her, and through mutual friends at the Zoot Suit shop, the El Pachuco. And I was doing a show and she was doing some work there too. But I think by the first conversation, we sat, she sat down and we pretty much spent the 3 days of that festival connecting and talking. Wow. And I wasn't positive about my life's decision, but I definitely knew I felt a connection at that day. That day I felt a connection because I hadn't did that with anybody for many years. I never did it like that. You know what I mean? That's never happened. So maybe that was probably that's the June 12th, and we got married a year later on that day.
Oh wow!
Yes,
that was June 12th. So June 12th is when I kind of. Now, if your answer isn't June 12th, then we're in trouble.
It actually isn't, because and I've told this story before, and I know you don't believe it, but
June 11th.
No, he's right. We did sit down and we did talk, and my son was getting ready to move away to South Dakota to go to school, to hot rod school, and so. I was at Incan Iron. I was planning to see all my friends and do all that stuff, but we ended up sitting and talking, and I did not move from his booth. Seriously, the conversation was so good. And then after that, we started talking on the phone, and that's when I really felt like, I felt like I love him. And I hadn't even seen him or spent time. We hadn't gone on a date, but we had talked. Sometimes we would get on the phone at 8:00 at night, and we'd be 4:00 in the morning. Both of us have to go to work, and I just completely fell in love with him through those conversations because he's so deep and he's so real and he's so different, and I was like, and I kept wanting, I remember on the phone, I kept wanting to say, I love you, but I was like, okay, that's a little crazy, Lisa.
You're gonna freak him out.
Yeah, I didn't want to freak him out, but I definitely felt it, and it was, I couldn't resist it, So I want to marry him again.
Oh, that's such a beautiful story.
I do. I'm serious. I tell him all the time, honey, let's get married. I love you.
I think that's really cool because you guys are both in the same field.
Yeah.
Of you guys go to car shows. You have your art. You have your art pinup and stuff.
Yeah.
This is art too, right here.
The print work
there's also print work. So it's so cool. You guys can relate even in that sense.
Yeah. But it was
it's
deeper.
Hard to find that.
It was deeper.
But you got a good point because my initial conversations with her before I sat down and talked to her was I was inspired to maybe paint her. So we did have that conversation before we sat.
Yes.
And that time I knew she had print work and she knew I was an artist. But it wasn't until we sat and talked that we went, but I put the painting on hold, and we got married and then I got back on the painting. I finished that painting, and so the painting, I ended up doing it, but, put on hold for a little while.
Share interests.
Yeah, so I think the shared interests, in cars, the whole culture, whether it's, art, the culture, the tattoo culture, the car culture,
And now we do the shows together. Yeah. Which is really neat. We have our booths right next door to each other at Viva Las Vegas and
Sometimes our kids help us out. And, they help us with that.
It is cool.
Favorite pinup?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who's your favorite pinup? That's what I want to know. And
My
I'm sure a lot of people want to know.
Pinup.
If you have one.
It's been the same one for a long time. Even before I started pinup modeling was Bernie Dexter. I mean, I love her a lot.
She's a great model.
She's a fantastic model. She's a sweet person, and we're similar in age. So I like that, because she's a little bit older than everybody else, modeling, and I can appreciate that, So I really love her.
Cool. Shout out to Bernie Dexter.
Yes. I love Dana Deluxe, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's really pretty.
I love Dana Deluxe.
One thing I've learned about Lisa is that she respects a lot of her peers, and she expresses respect to her peers. And, I know, sometimes different things can get a little tricky, a little cutthroat.
And stuff.
Yeah, but, I like the fact that she wasn't like that since, at least, the impression I got of her at the beginning is she was pretty respectful to the rest of the people that does what she does.
See, that's a good thing, especially on this show. Like Anna talks about that a lot. If you're a woman and then you have your business, you try to help each other out.
Absolutely.
And so that's a big thing that Anna does that I look up to her a lot. A lot
Absolutely.
of women.
I try and help, when I get questions on my Facebook fan page, I try and give them the attention that they're asking for and help them. And I know, Anna, you were asking about what advice I could give.
Yeah.
And and it's simple. Actually, it won't take too long. It's just do what makes your family proud. So when you're modeling, when you're putting on those clothes, if it's something that wouldn't necessarily make your family proud, then maybe you should think twice about it. Yeah, but that's just my thing.
I think my mom liked that
She'll
one.
appreciate that.
Watching right now, she's like, yes.
Yeah.
It's true, though. It's true. So what advice would you give to somebody that wants to be Julian Mendoza?
Lisa loves Taken.
It depends why they want to be me. If they want to be me just because, no. I talk to people that are, in the arts, whether it's music or art, and I just tell them to, especially if they're artists, technically, drawing what you know and drawing what you feel and what your passion is, they'll just come out better. So that's one of the things I tell younger people when I go to, I go to the art classes sometime and talk to them, and I just tell them, pick something that you have a connection with, and you'll just put more effort into it. More effort will definitely equal a more satisfying journey on that particular painting.
This interview went by really quick, didn't it?
Is it over?
After the next song is shout out. So
no, I want to spend the night.
You can.
So real quick, mention your websites, Instagrams, Facebooks.
Sure, it's lisalove.com. And on Lisa Love, if you go there, it has links to all my social networks. So you can go to Instagram and Pinterest and all that stuff. And then for Julian, his is fleetlinefineart.com.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Please stay here because we're still going to do shout outs. So if
Okay.
there's any, you can shout out your website again.
All right, sounds
Up
good.
next.
Casa de Calacas,
You just tuned into KCAA 1050 AM with the Classic Glamour Dolls live radio show. Boss Lady Crispy Talk and Jackie on the mic. If you like it, you know the drill. Keep requesting it on our Facebook page, CGD Live Radio Show. And shout outs. We'll start with Jackie.
I actually want to give my traditional shout out that I always give out to my mom. I love her so much. She always tunes in. She's just coming back from Vegas right now. So I just, drive safe. I want to tell her I love her and she's my biggest inspiration.
How funny, because my parents are not coming from Vegas, but they're in Vegas right now. So I want to give a shout out also to my parents, my mom and dad. Also, Yazzie baby, she's usually here. She's not here because she's in Vegas today as well.
Okay.
One of our biggest supporters, Angel, Sandra Sunshine, and Rocio, who are always tuning in every week. So shout out. Thanks, guys. And my Aunt Mimi.
Yeah, my mom. She's watching right now. Big shout out to her.
And I guess you guys brought up parents, so I think I would have to, my parents are, to be honest, they're not doing well right now. They're at the end of their journey, so I would like to, give them my best, and I'll be there soon to be right by them. And to them and my daughter, I'd like to tell her, I don't know if she's listening or she could listen, Makwali Shimosiwi, Nimitz Glatzotla Glatzotzin. I just told my daughter, have a good night. I love her, and her name is Glatzotzin.
Aww. You see
beautiful.
why I fell in love with it? Well, on that note, I wanted to give a shout out to my son, who I'm so proud of, Michael Anthony Fierro out there. He's in our scene also, which is so coincidental because
Shout
I
out.
did not raise him that way, but he is a metal fabricator at Hollywood Hot Rods in Burbank, California, and I could not be more proud of this man. He's a good guy, and just wanted to tell him that Mommy loves him, and he'll always be my baby boy.
Shout out. What's his name?
Michael Fierro.
Michael Fierro. Shout out.
Big shout out. But again, let us know your Facebooks, websites, Instagrams, everything for everybody that's listening.
LisaLove.com and FleetlineFineArt.com.
Beautiful. I know we have like about 1 or 2 minutes. Any questions that you want on air? Because we were talking during commercial, but there's some things you can't say. Anything?
Let's talk about Lisa's wardrobe.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness. I love it.
What you're wearing right now, or her?
What she's wearing right now.
Oh.
Because she mentioned it at the beginning, but people tune in and out.
Yeah.
So let us know.
I'm actually
what jewelry-
casual today.
Yeah, it's casual.
Yeah, I'm casual, even though I'm wearing heels and a skirt. But that's actually, I know we don't have very much time, but I just wanted to let you know that that's actually what motivated me to model is the clothing. It had nothing to do with anything else but the clothing. And once I put on this clothing, the vintage clothing, because I'm a huge vintage clothing collector, it made me feel so pretty and great and glamorous and all of that stuff. And so if you guys see any vintage Mexican styled clothing, please tag me on Facebook. Please let me know, because I'm always buying, I'm always searching. So I've got quite the
You
collection.
need to do your own clothing line.
Yes.
I don't know. I love vintage so much. It's hard.
Well, replicas of... Yeah,
no,
I know what you mean.
I like the
though,
real
I know.
stuff. I like the real stuff. Yeah.
I'm actually curious to know why you chose the name Elisa Love.
Well, I talked to my girlfriends, and a lot of them were saying, lovely Lisa, and oh, love this, and then I just thought Lisa Love. It just made sense.
Perfect.
And so, yeah,
Beautiful.
and one of the biggest compliments I get out there is that it's fitting. They feel the love, and a lot of people say it's fitting. So
Well, thank you so much, Lisa Love.
thank you for
and
having
Julian
us.
Mendoza.
It's nice to see you, Anna.
I know.
It's really nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. And on behalf of the Classic Glamour Dolls,
Yes.
thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in
Thank
next
you.
Sunday, 8 to 9, only on KCAA. Bye.
Tell me, won't you tell me why I can't be the one
that I